Welcome back, everybody. Today we've got episode 4 of our realistic ATS Owner Operator series. Real quick, just a couple things before we hop in today's video. One, I am trying to record this at 2K resolution instead of 1080p, so let me know how things look. And then two, I have recently made a channel for all of our Twitch VODs, and I will link that down in the description if you guys are interested, as well as the links to our Twitch stream and a Discord as well. So if you guys are ready, grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy the lawn haul. Alright guys, welcome back. Today we've got episode 4 of our Owner Operator series. We've made around $1,500 so far, so we're looking good in the few trips that we've done so far. Today the ones I was looking at was I was looking at this frac tank that expires in 19 minutes. And then probably one of the heavier haul jobs. I'm thinking probably the haul truck haul just because it's going to be a little bit easier and shorter just so we don't have to worry about risking it for the biscuit, if you know what I'm saying. I wanted to do this one just because I recently did a realistic driving video with the Volvo. And dude, the Volvo was quite nice. So I think we're gonna take this one first, this job first, and then we're gonna go into the heavy truck haul. I think that's gonna be the play for today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's get going. Let's adjust our seats first and foremost. There we go. 90's looking good. The mirrors look all right. All right, and then as always, I like to get a quick picture before we get rolling out of here. And then I do have I'm sure you guys remember, I do have the Snowy Moon plugin, so hopefully all the graphics and stuff look absolutely perfect. Hopefully, at least. There we go. I like this picture. That's clean. Alright, so aside from that, let's get the lights on. Let's get the truck going. And I think we are underway, folks. I was gonna say we got the rain going, so we're gonna have to throw on the wipers. Alright. But hopefully everyone is doing well. I know it's been a little bit since I've recorded one of these. I know I got this recorded the last episode quite early before having to actually upload it. But obviously I like making sure things are just ready in advance. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping I still need to figure some stuff out. I'm not totally sure what we're gonna do in terms of like I said last episode, once we get to like the longer jobs and whatnot, just because I don't want the videos to sit here and be like an hour, multiple hours long. But at the same time, I feel like that might just be what ends up happening. Is this gentleman stopping for us? What a guy. Just because obviously, we're gonna have to be doing the longer jobs, the bigger, more expensive ones if we wanna get our more money, get our truck and start our own company, you know what I'm saying? This freelance and stuff is getting kind of old. I shouldn't even say that, but it's just the going from having like a full-fledged profile to starting from nothing. I don't know what happened there, but it's just really weird. Like I've got my own profile with all my modded trucks and whatnot for the realistic, just like driving series. And it's like all of it's gone with this. There's not much we can do. Is this red light ever gonna change? Hopefully. Maybe one day. But in terms of life stuff going on, basically the day that this video gets uploaded, I'm going to get a heart scan done just because whenever I have these GI issues, I always get heart palpitations for some reason, like along with the stomach issues. Um, A lot of my doctors have said it just might be like anxiety that comes with it, because I don't know what's necessarily going on with my stomach, which, like, it would make sense, but also at the same time I feel like it doesn't. So who knows? We're just gonna have to wait and see and find out, unfortunately. So I've got that the day that this video will upload, and then about a month later, um I have what they call an echo. So I think that's sort of just like an ultrasound for your heart, basically. So, and I don't remember exactly like what specifically they're going to be looking for or anything, but hopefully some results come from it. I really hope so. Because it just almost feels like that I'm not like able to go out and live my life occasionally, like when the shit arises, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I understand that health stuff sometimes just happens, right? Like sometimes it's just a shitty luck of the draw, right? Like another thing is, I don't know if I've mentioned it on YouTube yet, but I am a type 1 diabetic as well. And it's just like there's so much different shit piled up, so many different medications I've got to take, you know. And it's just, like I said, it's just irritating. Look at the Swift driver, he can't keep up. But yeah, so hopefully I get some results sooner than later. And then I've already got like my, what do you want to call it, yearly follow-up set up with the cardiologist, the heart guy. Um, but obviously they'll give me a call and let me know if they find anything on like either of these scans to bring me in and let me know if there's a concern. I know one of the things they want to look at is like, oh God, what was it? Like if I have any like calcium buildup in my heart, which I personally, like, I hate to say it, I could see that being the case. Because like with the GI issues and the stomach issues and the nausea that comes with all that stuff, I take a lot of Tums, and like the main thing in that is like, what is it, like calcium carbonate or something? Or at least that's what it says on the package. So, and then obviously like this has been an ongoing issue for years at this point, unfortunately. So I wonder if that might be the case. But obviously, like I heard before, a thought is just a thought until you put power behind it or meaning behind it. So slow down here and try not to do that, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like you don't know until you know, so why worry about it? And I know that's definitely easier said than done, especially coming from me. I used to be the guy who would make the mistake of sitting, you know, up late at night worrying about why this is hurting, why this is aching, why I don't feel good, and then going on Google and Google just telling me that I'm gonna die, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not worth it. Especially, like I said, especially when it comes to like looking up Google and like all your symptoms and shit, it's just like 99.9% of the time it's just like, oh yeah, you should go to the hospital, or you have cancer or a tumor or some great underlying disease that you need to get checked out. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, let's settle down, Google. Like we don't know, bro. I was just asking a question. But you know, sometimes that's just the way that it goes. Unfortunately, sometimes curiosity gets the best of you. Like I said, I am full-fledged and guilty of taking that, or not taking that, but doing that. You know, like for example, with my last round of tooth extractions, like I thought I like with the, well, I'm tripping up on my words. Um, I had a stitch that was in my mouth, right? And I didn't know it was a stitch at first to begin with, right? So I was looking up everything, and it was like, oh, it could be a part of tooth that the dentist didn't take out. It could be a bone spur. It could be a stitch. And I'm just like, Bruh, why are there so many different things it could be? And granted, obviously, like, it just, obviously that's not as intense as, like, an illness or whatnot. But obviously, it was like, caution, don't, like, do anything about it yourself, blah, blah, blah. Call your dentist right away if it doesn't get better. And it's just like, bro, I just want to know what it is, Like, I just want to get a clue. And then, like I said, thankfully it was just a stitch, so, like, it didn't cause any complications that I know of. No, I don't think it did, because I assume I'd be in pain in that case. Ah, all right, let's get her going. I know, I'm sorry, I'm a little slow today. I was gonna say maybe someday we'll get out of the city and be able to hit the freeway, but for now, I don't think that's gonna be the case. Oh, well, at least we didn't technically hit this red light, I'd say. But then yes, and like I mentioned, the video, our realistic driving video after this one for ATS, we are gonna be using the Volvo. Um, just because I mean I've used it plenty of times in ETS too. Not in videos per se, but like on stream and whatnot. And in Euro Truck, dude, they're absolutely beautiful. But I really, I guess I've just never gotten the opportunity to in or ATS. Or I shouldn't even say that, but I guess they've really never interested me as much. Is probably the better way to put it. So I decided, why not? We'll trick one out with some of the mods I got, slap it on, and we'll roll with one for an ATS driving video. I do need to go back and re-record it, just because the 2K uploads seem to, I don't want to put it, the quality is obviously seems to be better. Um, However, I just did a brief test the night before I was recording this video. I did like a 5-minute quick test through Las Vegas. And from what I have gathered from the responses, everyone said it's looked better, which is a given. I thought about going straight to 4K, but a couple of things. I figured like most of the people watching aren't gonna have a 4K setup, even though I very well could be wrong. That's just what I assume. Um, but it's just like not only that, but the rendering time for those is gonna take so much longer than if I just do 1080p or 2K. So it's just like until we, why bother with it until we get there? You know what I mean? Especially because I got some new PC parts back in November. And unfortunately, I don't want to say I made the mistake of not getting like any extra storage or RAM, just because I don't necessarily need it. But at that time, I wasn't thinking of like doing the streaming and all the content creation stuff. So I didn't think I would need the extra storage. And then, I mean, even after I started streaming, I just realized like how much storage and how big like some of these games are data wise, and it's just like, holy bro. Like, it's like you want like Fortnite and Marvel Rivals downloaded. That's like almost 300 gigs right there, bro, for like 2 games. And it's just like, what do you mean? Like, I understand that they're like super big, massive, like multiplayer online games and shit, but it's just crazy. And then you got all the single player games, like the AAA games with super good graphics and whatnot, and it's just crazy, like the amount of games that you can only put on 1 terabyte of storage. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I just play the bigger gigabyte games, but it's just unfortunate. I don't think I should have put my blinker on that early, but oh well. I'll see. Looks like no one's coming either. Perfect. So we can just swing on through. Or just, I think we are. Is that truck truck up there? I can't tell if that's a truck or a sign. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. I was gonna say, hopefully we've got some open sailing from here on out. That would be quite nice. I was gonna say I can roll with rocking at 65. I can get down with that. And then just a couple of other things. I know I posted, I've asked in my Discord and on Twitter, X, you know, whatever you want to call it. Oh, when did we go down 60? This is a scam. But I posted just asking, like, what other sort of content you guys would like to see aside from, like, the realistic stuff. And I got a couple of responses. So I saw someone saying, like, going through, like, new maps, and I don't know. I asked if they meant, like, map mods or just, like, maps that I don't have. Like, for example, I just picked up Oregon and Washington in the most recent, Steam sale, right? So obviously I've never been through any of those. The last ATS video that we uploaded obviously was through Oregon and Washington, you know, so doing some of that discovery. Oh, stop rolling back. But obviously, like, I do have, not on this profile, just because I didn't want to necessarily throw it in. I didn't see a real big reason to, unless you guys want me to. I downloaded the Reforma mod. So we've got, like, a little bit of Mexico, obviously. And in my normal, like, realistic, I've got it in my realistic ATS profile, like the driving one. And it's absolutely beautiful. I am mildly concerned about some of the graphic stuff there. But, I mean, obviously we can always give it a shot, and then I just, worst comes to worst, watch the video back and scrap it, you know, if it's truthfully that bad, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously there's that, you know, like, ETS2's got pro mods, it's just a pain in the booty hold to download. Because it's like, unless you pay, like, what is it? I mean, I think it's only, like, $1. I don't know if it's $1 for all of them, or if it's $1, like, per download. But, otherwise it takes, like, 5 minutes in between them. And it's just really annoying to sit and have to download, I think it's, like, 13 files at this point. And then, obviously, you're not supposed to, like, share the files with anyone, which I understand. That makes complete sense, but... So, and then another person suggested doing, like, more dangerous road stuff. So once again, I know that would fall under more, like, map modding. I don't remember off the top of my head the one that they suggested. But that is definitely a couple things that I'll look into in the future going forward. And then, obviously, if you guys have any other ideas as well, please feel free to drop them down in the comments. Like I said, I am all ears for all the different content ideas and whatnot. You know, it's just, I know when it comes to ATS and ETS, you know, there's not, like, too much you can do, like, really outside of, like, realistic stuff and just, like, modding and whatnot. Which, you know, like, it makes sense. Like, it's just a truck simulator game, you know? Like, you don't want it to be, like, overly complicated. At least in my opinion, but maybe that's because I'm just not, like, as diehard of a like a trucker guy as, like, some of the other people I know that play this game. Like, I know that there's what's the game called? Like, Truck World Australia or something like that that's supposed to be coming out. And, like, they're supposed to let you, I think, like, actually, like, hook your trailers up to your trucks and, like, adjust all of them and, like, stuff like that. The one thing that I think I've just got a bad taste in my mouth from it, because I know that I guess whatever you want to call it, like, the X page for the game, like, they literally, like, I think they either reposted, what are we doing? Okay, there's someone pulled over on the side of the road, that makes sense, but Jesus. I forgot if they reposted something from SCS, or if they like just made their own sort of like tweet about it. But they were like throwing shade that you couldn't do something that you could in their game, like you couldn't in like Euro and American Truck Simulator. It's just like, what's the point of that? You know, like you're trying to sit here and create your own game that's supposed to be similar, but you're trashing your competitors and people that you got motivation and inspiration from. Like that just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, that would be like me going into like other like streamers like streams and being like, you know, just talking shit. It's like what's the point? Like it's the same thing, you know, just a little bit of difference here and there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, it's like I've touched on it in stream. It's just like there's so much negativity in the world, bro. And like I know it very well could have just been a joke too, but it's just like why? Like what's the need for potential unnecessary drama, you know? It's like we obviously all share a similar interest in this shit. So why not like want to work with each other and learn from each other? Oh, has it stopped raining? I think it has. Also, yes, I know that there's a filling station nearby. I think we should be good on gas. We got 264 miles to go. We got, what, 4 bars left? Also, I don't mean to be rude, but I want to go 75. Sorry, Mr. Trucker, didn't mean to cut you off, Chief, but I just want to do the speed limit is all. I was gonna say, it's so much nicer without the rain. I was gonna say, because I know I turned it up because at one point I had the brutal graphics and weather mod installed. But since getting Snowy Moon, I feel like just that on top of the mod was just sort of affecting my FPS. Obviously, I can't exactly tell. But I figured Snowy Moon has been plenty since getting it, so I decided to just am I tripping balls, or that car just disappeared? There was a car between this Jeep and ambulance, and I think it just disappeared. What? Alrighty then. And we can bypass the way station. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. Not that I don't mind stopping, and especially for like realism purposes, but it's just like, obviously you gotta get off, slow way down, get back, gotta, you know, make sure you can merge into traffic, etc., depending on what time of day it is, obviously. And it's just like, ugh. But thankfully, we do not have to do that this time around. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting a little bit of those, like, burpy hiccup type of deals there. I don't like that. Oh. Aha, he's getting off, so that's why he was slowing down. The fire truck got out of our way. And he's back in our lane? And now he's not? Sir, are you okay? What is this guy doing? Kind of scared. Okay, well, he's getting off, so we don't have to worry about it. Perfect. I was like, I do not necessarily want to be behind this guy. Holy, where'd that car come from, bro? Am I tripping balls or what? It's $150 down the drain? I'm gonna have to look at the footage after this video, because I did not see that man whatsoever. Granted, I feel like they also should have yielded, but come on now. Oh well, at least it's only 150. As long as we don't make that a reoccurring theme here, I don't think it should be too much of an issue. At least not yet. I mean, obviously, granted, that is like an entire job's worth of money now that I think about it, but, or at least it could be. You know, obviously, depending on how long it is, where it's to, what it is, yada, yada, yada. Well, let me pop my Gatorade real quick, because your boy's getting kind of thirsty. Try not to swerve the lanes too much. Oh boy. It's okay. We're fine. I say that another car's gonna come swerve and smash into us again. Yeah, because just, I mean, I know it's gonna take a super long time for us to get a truck, or an actual truck and trailer and whatnot. Which obviously is a part of the grind, like, obviously that's the entire goal of the series, is to work our way up from nothing. But I think we need to discover some more truck dealerships, like, while we're out on jobs and whatnot. Just that way we can get a look at, like, all of the used trucks and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I think maybe if there's some on the way into what is it? We're taking this one to Cheyenne, I think, Cheyenne, Wyoming. I think we should be good. We'll obviously check the map once we get closer to. I will say this is like with Snowy Moon and the graphic stuff, this is absolutely gorgeous. Like, just look at how beautiful this is. Of course, I gotta kind of keep her between the lines, and also I know we're sort of turning coming up. It's just so beautiful. Just flying through at 75, sunny and 75, like the, what is it, the Joel Nichols song. Sunny and 75. Granted, I don't know what the actual temperature in game is right now. Car in front's bugging out in front of us. I've noticed that with Snowy Moon a lot more. Because, like, a lot of the cars will sort of, like, bug out every once in a while, which, I mean, I don't think is a huge issue. I will say I think it was before I got Snowy Moon, actually, so I wonder if it's just, like, an ATS thing. I was pulling into, like, a dock or a port, was, like, my drop-off destination, right? This was just, like, I was just messing around on my own, not recording, streaming, or whatever. And I pulled up, I didn't know where I was supposed to drop my load off, so I was just sort of, like, rolling at, like, 5 miles an hour through, right? And long story short, like, I ended up, like, sort of going off, you know, not perfectly straight. And I dinged into a truck that, like, randomly spawned, right? So I back up so I can let him through, whatever. And as I'm backing up and he's moving forward, his truck disappears, and then his trailer disappeared. Like, back to back, like, not at the same time. And it was just like, what? So that was definitely interesting. I know we still got about 80 miles to go, but hopefully we can get around this guy real quick. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know if it's like a Snowy Moon thing or if it's an ATS thing. if it's a mod thing, but listen, I'll admit it was pretty funny. Alright, let's just... I want to speed up a little bit just to get over in front of this guy. Watch now the... What is this at? I can't tell. Looks like a... No, it's just a regular car. Thought it was a cop in front of us. I was gonna say, watch them slow way down so we can't, like, speed up or keep going 75. That would be just my luck. Yeah, because once we're done with this one, I think, like I said, I think I want to take the haul truck chassis or whatever it was. But obviously we'll see what sort of jobs have spawned and gone away and such. I think what we're gonna have to do is, I mean, obviously not gonna have to do, but just so we're not stuck doing like the same route over and over with like this Nebraska, Wyoming stuff. And I know we obviously haven't gone too far yet, but just sort of select jobs that we can from other cities. You know, obviously if they're in the realm of paying good, to say the least. Also, didn't I say that this guy was gonna, in front of us, was gonna slow down? Notice how we've caught him already? Now the guy on our left is barely going fast enough. We should probably slow down. We're probably gonna be getting off soon anyways. We've got 21 miles left. Yeah, I don't think we should need gas. I really hope we don't. If we do, that's gonna be awkward. But it looks like the way that this is too, I think the drop-off might be like just off of the exit ramp. I don't know. Resting place, bro. I got 6 hours before we need to sleep. We're good, homie. I was gonna say that's gonna be another thing once we get there that'll be interesting once we get on some of the longer jobs, is because like in the single player profile, like I don't use the sleep or fatigue stuff at all. I don't know why I threw my blinker on so early. Granted, I suppose, I mean, I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts on it if we keep the fatigue simulation on or not? Just because I know that sometimes it's a big deal with people. Also, we are gonna swing to the right real quick because it does look like there's a garage right over there. And obviously just talking about it, wanna be smarter about it. And then plus also, if like worst comes to worst, if we do need fuel, which like I said, I don't think we should. I'm pretty sure with quick jobs it's covered by like the supplier, employer, whatever you want to call it. Let's just take it nice and easy. Yes sir, I am coming through. Got the big old Volvo running through the town. Oh, we're going over a little bit. Here, let's just be careful. I'm not worried about trailer damage or anything, but obviously, like I've said, just rather be safe than sorry, because this is a Volvo dealership. That's funny, ironic. All right, we got no one coming. No one coming. All right, beautiful. But hopefully we can just drive by. Just because I don't want to turn into it, but we have to. Alright. Yeah, oh well. So we can just come in here and quickly flip a U-turn. Say hi to the good old boys at Volvo, I suppose. Finally, we have arrived after all those freaking the red lights of doom. Alright, so let's get this bad boy dropped off real quick here, and then we will see what we can do for our second job of the day. Granted, I suppose rather the evening, as it's already 7 p.m. in game. So let's get this boy. Here, we can straighten that out a little better, I think. I say that, and we're gonna end up like 10 times worse than what we were at. No, we're alright. We're not bad. Alright. Beautiful. Now that we're done with this one. Alright, so it looks like we made the 511, so minus the 150, so we made about 300 on that run. Which isn't terrible, it's just not exactly what I would have hoped for. So it looks like there's still the truck haul chassis. We could do like the large reservoir tank. That could be interesting. I think especially just because that's in an area that we haven't been either. Ooh, and it's the T680. Hmm. And then obviously, ooh, so it's like double the length. I shouldn't say double, almost double the length. And then, but we only get like half of the money for it. Hmm. But also at the same time, like I said, we get to go a little bit farther. I think that might be. Oh, see, this is what sucks about being an indecisive. You know what I mean? I think let's just do the haul truck haul for now. And then, I mean, this expires in 37 hours, so I mean, if we still want to afterwards, we should be good to take it. It should still be there. Oh, this one will be interesting. Oh my God, I didn't realize how long this one was. Oh boy. So this one's gonna be kind of spooky. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, this one's a lot bigger than the tires or the what was it like the Metro Bullet car we took last episode. All right, yes, I know all the yada yada. Let's do let's do all the good stuff real quick. Then I didn't even realize this was a Western Star. I feel like the Western Star is probably like the truck I've driven like the second least in this game, I would say. All right, so we'll do that. Get a quick picture. Oh yeah. Here, let's go. Let's go up. Up and back. Oh yeah. I like this. Nice. All right. Let's get the truck rolling. It's not raining, so we can throw the window down. Oh god, this is gonna be terrifying. Not gonna lie. It's probably a good thing we picked the shorter job if we're gonna be doing this one. The only concern that I have is just like the AI possibly fucking stuff up. That is the only concern I have. Here, making it through okay. Alright. So we are off. I think we should be good. I don't think anyone's gonna try to pass us with how big this thing is, but I'm not completely sure. We will have to wait and see. I was gonna say we'll try to hug the left side of the right lane. Officer, why are you slowing down? The speed limit is 45. I guess it drops to 35. I spoke too soon. I suppose he's probably slowing down because the car's in front. Makes sense. Absolutely gorgeous, though, I will say. Oh, well, it looks like there are people going around. I suppose it's not out super far, as long as people, like, hug the left side of the left lane. Hmm. We'll say, alright, good, good. I was sort of freaked out because I noticed these two cars on the right. Up at the light, they're out farther than normal, I think. No, what are you two doing? That is terrifying. What? Oh my god, what do you mean? Was crashed by other traffic because of incorrect driving. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That is, like I said, that's the one downfall with the AI in this game. And I don't even think if it matters if I've got the AI traffic mod installed. I think I've still had that happen to me plenty of times before. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? I was gonna say that because the game's reloaded, there shouldn't be any traffic. We still might have to stop for the red light, but... Which, yeah, of course, go figure. Well, actually, since there's no one here, we should just get to roll through. Yeah. And then hopefully... Oh, of course, they waited this time. Ay, ay, ay. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come for the rest of the run. Well, I suppose we should stay in this lane and probably slow down a little bit. Sir, it's 45. We can go a little faster. I know we're hauling heavy, but I can do it. This police officer doesn't think I can do 55. Oh no, there's road work ahead. That's what's up. Oh god, this is going to be even more interesting now. Alright. Yeah, this will be very interesting. Alright, so we'll do... Then we gotta go, like, through, like, the middle over here. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy scary. Alright, nice. Think we should be okay. Gonna hug the right side since there's so many people over here. Alright, we should be in good sailing, I think. I think it's so cool how the cops are always posted up like literally everywhere they can be where people can like turn on or turn off. I think that's so cool. turn on the... No, I did not turn the lights on. There we go. Just in case. So we will probably get there after the sun sets. That was freaking awkward as hell. I don't know why he was, like, still over in the left lane, like, when we needed to get into the right, trying to hold people off. That's insane. Oh, gotta love the AI in any game, let's be real. Shit like that is fucking insane. Alright, let's put the pedal down and get her going, shall we? Hopefully, at least, as long as this fucking cop doesn't brake check or cut us off again. I say I put my pedal to the floor and then I do the complete opposite. I just let off. Huh. Alright, so we're at 55. We should be good. Oh my god, no, we're gonna have to get off and... Oh, fuck me, dude. That's gonna be interesting. I know we've got to slow down to turn, but we've got a while, Billy. Jesus. Yeah, bringing this around the turn is gonna be an interesting one for me, at least. Alright, let's go to third person for this one. Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm not worried about the power of the truck, because this was like a 600 horsepower one, and I mean, it's only like 40,000 pounds, I think, but it's more so the matter of making it through and not hitting anything. Perfect. Now here's where I get worried, is we've got the AI just sitting here. Are they gonna let us pass? I don't remember. I think the same thing happened last time. Yeah. Obviously, did the other guy get around? I think so. Woo. Oh! Should be paying a little more attention. My bad, Chief. Hopefully, we should be home free for the rest of the way there. We've got 50 miles to go. So we'll be coming in at about, like, what, 10:30 in-game time? Assuming all goes according to plan. Getting off. Alright. Imagine this guy's gonna slam on his brakes, probably? No? Interesting. Oh god, I am blinded by the street lights. Help! I was gonna say, I've tried figuring out what setting it is to, like, turn them down. It's just like, I can't find whatever one it is. And I tried playing around with a couple mods, and it's just like, whatever it is, the streetlights just stay bright as hell. Like, it's just so, like, it's almost even worse in third person. I can't even tell. But I gotta slow down, I know that. I was gonna say, because we tried messing around with it on stream, like seeing if it was a mod or something, or if it was like snowy moon settings, and it's just like, I don't know, because I don't, it doesn't act up this bad in Euro Truck Simulator with the stuff going on, but who knows? So I wonder if it's just the game, maybe. And of course, we got the, oh, hey. As soon as you complain about it, it changes. What do you know? Police officer would go, that'd be kind of cool. There we go. Nice. Just gotta make sure we don't ding the barrier or the cop in front of us. I was gonna say, because I just don't want to be too close to the barrier is all. Oh, Mr. Officer, why are you... I didn't like that. Alright, and in that case, we have pretty much arrived. I know this one wasn't too exciting, but I mean, I suppose when you're hauling the big stuff, that's probably better than not, you know? Absolutely gorgeous. Get her dropped off and wrapped up here. Awesome. So it looks like we got level 5 unlocked. So let's see here. Okay, so that'll bring us up to 2,500 miles. I don't know if I want to start doing some of these or not. I think I'm going to wait to apply the skill point just for now. I think maybe we'll do that at the start of the next episode. Ooh, feature unlocked. You can purchase your own trailers and upgrade or paint them to match your own trucks. Cool. Epic. All right, so on that note, so we made about, I think we made about $500 on the episode, because I know we lost 150 to hit in the one car, which isn't a huge deal. It is what it is. We'll make up for it. But thank you guys so much for coming out and enjoying the video. If you guys enjoy the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And then I will get the next video rolling here pretty soon. Once again, thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.